Hello! Welcome everybody. It's me, Corvus Cryptid. Today with me I have the famous Boo Cat, Gwen. Booger Cat, rather. But I'm gonna call him Boo Cat because it's cuter. Uh, based on a cryptid from West Virginia. Wayne County. Anyway, this... That's not a real place. That's fair. It's fair and understandable. I forgot before we just dived right in with live. I normally start with starting soon. Boop boop. Like this. And I leave myself muted for a while. But I was too excited, and here we are, and we're going to be playing Stardew Valley today. But I do have to take a minute. I do have to take a minute to go ahead and oh yeah, send out the links. Because other people need to know that we're streaming. Feel free to entertain the guests, though. I desperately want to do Breath of the Wild on stream, but I both do not actually own a copy of it myself because I played it on your copy, and also I still don't have a capture card. A while. I think 2011. Hell yeah. Yes, for 9 months. Don't read into that, there was no baby involved. Not that you can prove, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we were percolating additional egg laying techniques. It's all fine. Sorry. I gotta press enter. Do I need any tags? Nope. Here we go. We've guessed. Oh, you mean our server? Yes, I really do, but the hard part is that I still haven't remembered to fix the Discord command in chat. So if you want to join the Discord server, you gotta DM me after stream because the command doesn't work. That's okay. We're all fine. Yay! Age is here. Welcome, Age. Age is someone from first time catching me live. Age is someone from fellow streamer Liz Baby's chat. Liz Baby is shout out Liz Baby. They're amazing. And they're on TikTok and they're on Twitch. It's spelled Lizbeby. They are responsible for rating me with 20 people and immediately putting me in affiliate in the first week of me post debut. Yes. Yeah. Also they have a fantastic Minecraft server that they have for their community, and I am getting way too into it. Oh, you can't hear our guest? Let me know. Cause if you can't, can you hear them now? Cause they move closer to the mic. If you can't, then I need to. All right. Yeah. That means Streamlabs is being a toot. Beep bop. Hello, I need you to do additional mics. And I also add. I wonder if I can just add it as a media source? Ooh, audio input. Yeah, sorry guys. This is the first time with me doing it with a guest, so oh my god!
I'm so glad.
I
took over the I moved into an abandoned house that used to be a village, like a Minecraft villager farmer's house. His name is Cornhub. And you can find him in the city, and he will sell things, buy things. But guest mic, device.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hello. Testing. How long does it hold testing?
I don't know. Can you hear it?
You got a little echo now, is what it says. Do I exist? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Okay, but for real, can you?
Okay, good.
Great.
Alright, we're just gonna...
Swell.
Yellow Santo,
do you need to borrow a controller?
You have an echo now.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Liz
Liz is here.
Alright, one moment. Let me shimmy the snowball so it does not pick up as much.
What about now? I moved further away.
Is there an echo still?
I'm just like balls deep in my own microphone.
Is this good? Is this fine?
Is this good? Is this fine? My headset tends to pick up
A
other shit.
little.
Still getting shit. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna in my microphone. We're gonna do a thing.
My knees. I'm old.
I'm gonna turn down sensitivity on one of these boys. Is this better? At all? Is this discernible?
Testing microphones.
Oh, thank you. We just finished drawing it yesterday. I drew the basic drawing and I did the flats, and then this is Gwen, by the way, long time friend. Gwen went ahead and basically I passed over the flats and the line art, and she changed it and like updated it and put her flair on it and finished the render. And I'm very excited. It's a true collab, and also it's like one of the first times I'm officially putting any of my art on the stream, which is very exciting, but I'm also very nervous about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We may have stayed up a little too late last night working on it. It was, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
We got to work on our two favorite things. Corvus over here got to work on the sketch and the outline and the concept, and I got to work on the zhuzh.
The je ne sais quoi.
That makes people go, oh,
very nice.
c'est très bien.
Well, thank you guys. I'm gonna try and talk like pretty softly, so welcome to the ASMR stream, so that I don't be picked up on the other mic. Don't worry about that sentence.
Welcome to Stardew Valley ASMR stream.
Okay, but here we are. We're gonna play Stardew, and we're gonna do a co-op farm, and I'm very fucking excited. I have pre-made my little guy, because Gwen can't get in there until I officially make and submit all of this, but I wanted to get input about our farm name before
I would like to put out a suggestion, because, and I have named a farm this previously, however, the joy is something I think everyone should share of the Big Booty Farm.
Big Booty Farm! So what do we think? We think Big Booty Farm? Because I'm down with that. Silos! Welcome, Silos. Oh god, I still haven't started it. Either see, I just like dropped off during graduation. Oh no. Are we being too taxing? Also, you know what, Gage? I think that's a sign that you are fully enjoying your ramen. That's okay, Silos. Thanks for popping in. If you can't, maintain it, it's fine. You know, what kind of farm do we want? Because we can do the Four Corners. That's good for co-op. But, we get some beaches. No beaches? No beaches? Alright. Forest farm for big booties it is. Yes. And also, caked up as hell. I am now hosting a game. Oh, hey. Thanks for invite code. You should be able to just join now if you join through friend. You back up, join. Yeah, Big Booty Farms. Caked up on a Wednesday. Caked up on every day of the page. Oh, I may have made one too many houses, but that's all. So, I forget, you don't really watch Isaac's streams, actually, right? He has a hilarious story that makes me very happy from this year, where all of his coworkers, like, wait, hold on, let me. Oh my gosh, I think it is literally doing multiple Stardew songs right now. Beep. Alright, how's that? Better? Yeah, it shouldn't be both. It shouldn't be both. I didn't realize. I turned off the music earlier on Stardew, but I guess it said, fuck you. Oh yeah, the bad thing about co-op with Stardew is that no matter if you're paused or in your menu, the time clock does not pause. So yeah, the day's gonna be cruising by, and we just can't do anything about that, so that's fine. Yes, thank you for popping in. Enjoy work, do whatever you need to do. Oh my god. I mean, you know how I feel about the dungeon. I dislike it very much. So if you want to be our dedicated dungeon boy, I can be, whenever we're not farming, I can be a, what you call it? Fish boy. I can, for getting additional money before we really have a lot of stew. Oh yeah, I never finished the Veronica story. So yeah, all of our friend Isaac's like coworkers pitched in together and got him a birthday cake, custom made with little like, you know, happy birthday, whatever. And they went to pick it up and they didn't check it before they brought it. And he just got a cake that says, "Happy birthday, Veronica." And he was like, I'm assuming this was for a little kid. And like, can you imagine how weirded out that little kid is gonna be? Like, oh, it's my birthday and I got a special cake. What? Who's this? So happy birthday, Veronica is just a meme on that stream now. Yeah, is the lo-fi even discernible? Did it put you in the little stone house? Oh, it's so pretty. I love the stone house. It's so nice. Live your best life. Yeah. Yeah, and unlike me, you actually speak French. You've lost Gwen again! What the farts? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open the volume mixer. We're gonna fight some stuff. Turn down, this boy. Turn down for what? It's not a real stream if there's not technical issues, right? I'm gonna fidget with master volume. Hey, try talking now. Perhaps. No. Now the good news is the next time we do this, if we do it online, it'll just pick up through computer's audio if you're on Discord with me. So this is only because we wanted to hang out in person. I'm sorry, everyone. We do. Okay, but for real, can you hear Gwen now? H, do you mind? Your ears. Son of a tooting fart ball. Snowball is on. Yeah, well, it doesn't like that I'm trying to give it 2 separate mics, but I might just have to suck it up and turn off my voice.
Nope. Wait. No? Yeah, no. Son of a bitch. Okay, what about now? Can you guys hear us now?
Ooh, look at that. Look at that movement.
Is that better? H? Now the weird thing is that now we're not gonna see, it's not gonna separate our guys when we talk.
Nope. We will just be one.
Yeah.
PNGs aren't gonna be booping because we're no longer gonna be separate, which is sad.
I mean, if you'd like for us to boop in tandem, we can be...
Whoa. What is happening?
My fire alarm is going off.
One moment.
I know why.
Oh, is it the steam from...
Yup.
Sorry about that, folks. Corvus's spouse has taken a shower, and the steam is attacking the fire alarm. Some possible relocating of the alarm may be necessary in future. But everybody is safe. Just the cat has been given a good solid spook. But everyone's gonna get their steps in for leaping to their feet to quickly boop that button.
Everything's fine. There isn't a real fire, it's just...
Steam!
Steam!
We'll do our best not to die in a fire.
Oh no, and now I have to jump in and immediately go the fuck to sleep because my character's just been standing in the yard all day.
Oh, I am actually at the pub right now, greeting everybody and saying, "Hello, I am your neighbor. Be nice to me, please." I'm coming.
Yeah, there's
a lot going on. A lot of hot action here on this stream today.
We're all in, baby.
Don't do anything by halves here.
Okay. We're going to be one now.
We are one. We are the Borg. And we snuggle because I don't have time to walk down to my cabin.
Don't fucking fight me, my guy.
He says I'll fight you if I want. I probably should have stayed up a little later to...
See, now it won't let me.
Did you plant your parsnipies?
No.
It's just chaos.
We're just, every time either one of us talks, you're gonna see me talk, and I'm sorry. And
That's okay. I'll just be static.
There's a lot of things going on.
We'll treat it like dramatic irony, right?
It's all fine. Don't worry about it, everybody.
We'll just say it's static, like the opposite of our personalities.
Hang out with us and don't worry about everything.
Don't look behind the curtain.
Now it just seems like I have, like I'm being simultaneously possessed by you. Oh, Blazy.
You will go into the mines. You will conquer.
No, the mines aren't,
I mean, they're not open yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking that if I possessed you, that's...
Oh, yeah. No, not...
That's the most negative thing I can think of.
I will not. No,
What's the most mind-possessy thing? What would I have to do? What would I, like, possess you to make you do? I don't know, take your meds and go to bed on time and wake up on time?
First of all, how dare you?
I mean, I'd do it to myself if I could, too.
Second of all, med checking chat. If you haven't taken your meds yet, y'all, do that.
And be sure to get your glass of water.
I actually did take my meds today. Thank you very much. And I've had, like, 32 plus 16, whatever that is, ounces of water. That's 48.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Basic math.
We can't do it. Alright. Hey, buddy. Ooh, little girl.
Don't say it like that, man.
Forgot her name.
Jazz.
I forgot it. And you know, you'd think her favorite flower would be the jazz flower, but it's not.
Right, yeah.
It's always frustrated me. I forget it.
Fairy flower.
Ugh.
Hi, Sawtooth. Welcome back.
Hello, Sawtooth.
We are experiencing some shit today.
The extreme shenanigans.
So right now what we're dealing with is, we are both being picked up on one mic because we are streaming in person, and I couldn't get, my PNG program to cooperate, and it kept cutting out Gwen's audio, so we're sharing a mic that's also picking up and sharing on my PNG, so whenever either one of us talks, my little guy talks. Oh, and also a fire alarm went off. That was cool.
Yeah, it's been a busy... And then my favorite bakery was closed. I have a tradition of stopping by. We've got a really cute bakery. We live obscenely close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the bakery, but they sold out early, so I couldn't. Because they've got these really great rice mochi donuts. So...
Bird fight outside the window.
No! Who won? Does has to know.
Yes.
Yeah. They have mochi donuts, which are amazing, and I
Yes.
normally get them. They're
Oh my God,
$2 each, and it's great. The Grackle one,
Of course. Grackles are bastards.
But they fly really cool.
Yeah, but they're still bastards.
They're kind of like, I think they do the same flying pattern that
Murmuration?
starlings do. Yeah, murmuration.
Hi, join me and Brennan Lee Mulligan for Bird Facts. The only person I know obsessed with bird facts as much as me.
I think he's just generally obsessed with all facts.
Yeah, but dude, if you've seen Dimension 20's Misfits in Magic, which is their Harry Potter inspired but fuck turfs. Oh hello.
Hello.
Oh hello.
Hello, buddy.
Brennan Lee Mulligan. Now is this, you're fighting Brennan Lee Mulligan just like for funsies, or is this related to the bird facts? Nope. ADHD.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we both have the ADHD, so if we stop halfway through a sentence and then just change topics, that's what's gonna happen. Hello, ya boy Guzma!
Guzma's back! Hi, Guzma! I feel like I haven't seen you in the last couple streams.
I love that handle name. I do feel like it must be spoken like an old, like, Brooklyn grandmother.
Oh, your boy Guzma is from, is the leader of Team Skull from Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yes.
And,
So I doubt they had the thought of Brooklyn when they came up with that.
maybe. They're all just like, little rappers. All really, really bad hip-hop rappers. It's great and I love them.
No.
Team Skull is fantastic.
I feel like, but they're, we're just reliving Y2K, and I am not a fan. I have hips now. I cannot wear low-rise jeans. They are not made for me. Please, no thank you.
Yeah. High-waisted jeans for life, baby.
Yeah, 'tis the only way.
Like, even on my most mask-presenting days, I don't give a fuck. High-waisted jeans. Okay,
That wasn't very cash money of me.
that wasn't very cash money of you is a warning about things, about stream things, if you've broken the mod rules. But my Streamlabs bot is a little broken. It also tried to mod yell at someone else in a previous stream, and as it outed itself, I'm having trouble functioning as intended. Yeah, no shit, dude. Because guess what? I say fuck all the time, so I don't know what was wrong with that. But here we go. Fuck low-rise jeans and fuck turfs. Welcome to Corvus Cryptid stream. The robots are grumpy with everyone for no reason.
They have a thing for low-rise jeans.
It really is. I forget who it yelled at last time, but
Says not allowed. I am pro low-rise jeans here.
it must be the fuck word. It must be the fuck word that's making it so angry, which is so stupid because I swear all the time. I don't know why Streamlabs thinks that I need to be a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Haley, I just want to meet you so that I can leave now.
You know, I will say, I finally romanced Haley. Mostly because I don't particularly like Haley that much. Oh my gosh. But, you know, she gets a really cool cutscene at the end where she set up this whole charity to raise money for the schools.
Streamlabs! You know what? You know what? I don't want to do this because I don't want to make you guys sit through a very interesting visual on screen of my Stardew character standing in place while I try to fix shit on my end. But I am gonna do that because I'm tired of the robots yelling at you for doing swears that I am doing all the time. Also, ass is barely even a swear.
They can say it on NPR.
Oh, hey, do we have enough wood for a chest? Because
I've made a chest as we are discussing.
Papa bless.
This
I have
episode.
a lot of shit in my inventory.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright, we need to get a scarecrow.
Yes, but neither one of us has the recipe yet because it's like farming level
1.
something.
It's like farming level 1, I think.
Okay, I'm putting my little tootsies in bed, and I'm gonna tell Streamlabs bot to eat ass.
And say, excuse me, this is an adult channel, and we will use adult words.
That's the fucking thing, right? Like, I'm like, I recommend 18 plus viewers only on my channel because I do swears and I will talk about things from time to time that are,
What is the actual official rating system that you can only get one F word for a PG-13 movie, but beyond that it's definitely rated R?
oh, I don't have any fucking idea. Yeah, no shit, you're having problems functioning as intended. God in heaven.
Announcement message.
What up, you stinky little Pete? Where are my fucking rod settings? Here we come to save the day! It says fuck you and your fuck words. The only things that I have put in for filtering out and for auto banning is like slurs. So I don't have any idea why Streamlabs is suddenly like, no swearing. This is my Christian Minecraft server.
We recreate different cathedrals, but we don't call them that because we don't want to be affiliated with Catholicism.
Catholicism?
And I don't know how to say Catholicism.
I have never heard it pronounced that way, and it hurts me in ways I cannot begin to explain.
I mean, your family's like, what, Irish Chicago Catholic? So of course you would never have heard that.
Yeah. My, many of my relatives are big boy Catholics. Hold on, let me... Hello, but...
My family's strictly divided by just extreme atheism and extreme Methodism.
I'm just turning off the bot. I'm telling it to get fucked. So...
True psychic damage.
Oh, from the mispronunciation of Catholicism, or
Catholicism,
or me talking about my family being big Catholic Chicagans. Like straight up, my for his entire, well, I guess not his entire life. You know, when you're a baby, you're not allowed to be a deacon of a Catholic church. But for my entire life, and for slightly before that, my grandfather was the deacon of the deacon of the Catholic Church in Chicago. I'm pretty clearly not a big Cathol myself.
Oh, no.
Fuck off, Cloudbot. I told you no.
Oh no. To the box.
Okay. No, why do you keep turning yourself on, you stinky little butthead?
Because that's how it gets off. You left me some really low-hanging fruit there.
You're fired. Oh, God. Dude, low-key, the rest of my family, regardless of religious affiliation, many of my first-degree relatives are in the medical community, and I gotta say, there's a lot of medical shit that's like really freaky. Catheters, I just shoving a tube up your pee hole is
absolutely not. And sometimes
0 out of 10.
it doesn't go right.
It yucks me out.
I would say, so I had a thyroidectomy, which is having the removal of your thyroid, which is an organ that lives in your throat and it's shaped like a butterfly and it maintains hormone levels.
Shaped like a butterfly?
Yeah, it goes like a butterfly across your throat, so it's really
that's cute.
It's pretty difficult to remove because of that, because of high risk of nicking other important stuff. So,
like your carotid.
To verify that I needed that surgery, they had to put a camera up my nose and then down my throat, and then I had to swallow with it in for them to see how much pressure was on my windpipe from that going over. It sucked! And I had to do it twice, because they have to do it before the surgery, like a week beforehand.
Gross.
They're like, and you just gotta slurp it like a spaghetti noodle. And I was like, why would you describe it that way? You're a nurse.
This is all horrible. This is all very bad, and I
It's
don't
very
like
bad.
it.
I mean, I'm sorry, everybody. Make sure you take your vitamins and get your iodine levels. You don't.
Yep.
Although, so I was hyperthyroidic, which is why it had to be taken out, because I had goiters on it, which is just a very old-fashioned way to say you have a benign cyst growing on it, and it was just growing to collapsing in on my throat. It wasn't cancer, so I was
Basically, Gwen's thyroid was like, oh man, it would be such a shame if I tried to metabolize your body and important life functions.
Yeah, it wasn't great. And because that's a hormone regulator, the number one symptom is just depression. When you have that. And so it was very strange, because once it was taken out, like a week later, all of my depression symptoms gone.
You were like...
Anxiety was still there, but the depression was just...
I'm manic as fuck, boy!
Let's go to the beach! I'm not a beach kid, but I feel like I should be now. Yeah, it was a fun time. Although it was really interesting, because my husband's cousin was the resident surgeon there, and my mom got to meet him before she met any of his other family. So John now holds a special place, so...
I do not understand.
In her heart, because he got to do surgery on me.
If Liz, I know you're lurking, but straight up, if you know where I need to go in Streamlabs to yell at it and make it turn the fucking bot off, it is refusing to cooperate with me. Every time I turn it off, it turns it back on, and I don't know if it's because we're already live, and if that's the case, I don't know. Do we stop and start over? I don't know. Stream settings. That's just where to stream. We know that.
Okay.
Audio, video, I don't care. Yeah, every time I turn it off on the website, it says no fuck you, and it turns it back on.
I'm looking this up on Reddit right now, and someone says that the bot isn't responding to chat. Banning doesn't force a bot user to leave the chat or stop them hearing messages, only prevents them from posting a chat message. Thus, it's not really a solution.
Open up Streamlabs chat bot.
Someone's suggestion is to check if there's an option to part the bot from the channel, or remove the bot before disconnecting SL. This is the advice I've gotten.
That was a test.
Test.
But also I feel it on a spiritual level.
Just channel your beaker energy.
Liz, you're the only one it hasn't yelled at yet. Do you want to post a fuck word or ass in chat? Oh, see, it didn't yell at age! Yeah!
Party! Alright.
Thank you. And yeah, fuck me.
A fuck word. A singular one.
Yeah, fuck word. You never heard that? Fuck word.
I am giving you a look.
Fuck Streamlabs bot.
Oh no. Alright.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright, back to actually playing this G-dang game. Thank you, everyone. At least I feel like all of our many technical issues during the stream have been funny.
Alright. We can move on with our single sunfish sold. Okay, so important question to do with the game here.
Oh, it's raining!
Who are you going to romance?
Oh my god, you can't make me make this decision! You know I'm gay and I can't make that decision! Why, who do you want?
I mean, Leah is bae.
Oh, I know! See, it's tempting. It really is. Yeah, Piss Fuck Bush! Piss Fuck Bush is a thing that I'll just have to, after stream, I'll have to pop into the Minecraft server real quick and show you before we go to your house. But the Piss Fuck Bush is something that one of the deeply cursed mods in Liz Baby's Minecraft server made. I don't remember. I think I didn't catch the stream that originated the concept, but then Scotty went and made a very, very big penile-shaped bush with rivulets of gold pouring down, like right behind Liz's house while Liz was offline.
All right.
It was Sims 4. Yes. Oh right, because in Sims 4 you can fucking bush and also piss in bush.
Excuse me.
Oh, I don't know how else to explain that.
I don't need to explain. Do I just have to click on a bush?
You know how you can be like, oh, you know, woohoo in bed, woohoo in shower. You can woohoo in bush.
Interesting. I have not stumbled upon this yet.
It might be part of a mod or a pack. I don't know. The cult of Pissfuck Bush.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Liz Baby's stream and Liz Baby's community, I am so fucking glad to be a part of them. They're like mostly like wholesome vibes, but also chaotic and feral as hell. No, you can fuck in a bush, Sawtooth. No ragrats.
I mean, depending on how you do it, it could be simultaneous.
I don't know if you can. I don't know. I think if you tell your sim to piss and then another sim is like, let's woohoo, I think they're like, fuck pissing.
Not what I meant by simultaneous, but that's okay.
Wait.
I meant you can simultaneously fuck bush and fuck in a bush.
Oh yeah, like a threesome, me, my partner, and Bush. Not any of the political bushes, but like, you know, the plant.
Not the family from Texas.
Bring us another shrubbery!
No. It must be Ethel.
Oh, fuck.
We have a nice that say meat.
Oh, fuck, I can't believe we've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, boy.
Oh man, my brain reset. Oh yeah, it was the my spoon's too
Oh
big.
my god.
Do you remember that video?
Of course I do. That's like
Someone sent it to me recently and I was like, how
a prehistoric
dare
meme.
how dare you bring me through the vaults of time? I did not need to be reminded of that.
Similarly, my anus is bleeding. For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding! I also think
Hello,
about...
welcome to Unhinged Streaming, starring Corvus and Gwendolyn.
Yeah. I think about, like, a lot of E-Bombs World shit, and, like, albino black sheep shit, and so I think about, like, here is the world, round.
Wow. See, someone recently...
But I am retired. We'll have enough. Then fire missiles. And I just... There's something about memes from, like, the beginning of internet that just completely destroy my brain. I'm never prepared for them. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you bring me back to this place?
See, and then... I consume so much McElroy content, and Justin is obsessed with finding memes from 2005 and re-emerging them into Gen Z. And it's one of those that I both love this, and I seriously do not appreciate it.
I fucking... Listen, man. The McElroy brothers are great, but... Justin McElroy is GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. I fucking love that man so much.
Yeah.
He...
You know there is evidence that, like,
He had me from the moment he made taco. Have I snorted pure caffeine? No, but I have... We drink Ritalin! That's another real old one. I think that was maybe pre-YouTube.
See...
Hell yes! Dude, I finally got to go to my first ever live McElroy show because they finally came to the city that I live in. If you wanna dox me by looking into that, go ahead, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, they have traveled to 14 cities this season, so
No, I know, I just mean, it was new. It was new for them.
Although I was not able to go because I had to go down to a wedding that same weekend. It was the same day as the wedding and I was so upset.
But yeah, it's, they did a haunted doll watch. We went with a couple of friends, one of which is a friend of the stream, Knife Davis, who you may have seen in chat. Her real name is Lauren, and she also usually streams on Crowcast TV, where they're playing through Temtem, and also sometimes they do art streams together. And also sometimes is featured on our friend Isaac's streams on MC Canary. But holy shit, so the haunted doll watch that happened, they were like, this is a haunted doll, Lauren, and it was the most cursed image I've ever fucking seen in my life. And so, like, every, like, haunted thing they mentioned that like, this haunted doll does, we just kept, like, looking over at Lauren and being like, how could you do that?
Lauren.
And I think I still have a screenshot from the show. Not a screenshot, I guess. Like, it was an actual real-life picture, because I was actually there in person. I'm fine. I know how to live the real world. I think I still have a picture that's like... Oh, that's the thing, is I have a picture of what the doll looked like, and I can post it. I can post it later in the Discord. But I can't even begin. It was like a doll's head mounted onto, like, a mirror or something, and it was like super fucking spooky. And I was
Those
like,
were really
what?
big in the 30s.
Why would you make that? Why?
It was a vanity doll. You would put it on your vanity and use it as your actual mirror.
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
So fucking
definitely.
gross.
I just look at that and I go, this has to have been a guy. Wait, you know what women need when they're doing their makeup?
They need to be reminded of being a perfect porcelain doll.
This is the standard. This is what your skin should look and feel like. Rock hard and smooth.
Yeah. Listen. I'll be rock hard if I want to be, but that's not anybody's goddamn business
They're
but
like-
mine.
You too can be rock hard with enough foundation. Try porcelain mirror doll
Oh no,
for the perfect porcelain look.
no, 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 no. Undo this thing in life, please, thank you.
No, I do not like. No, thank you.
Yeah, oh no,
Oh no.
age.
Oh no.
You know, here's the thing about that. First of all, obviously, like, it goes without saying, that's fucked and it's cursed, and we don't fucking stand that. But also, like, that's kind of how I feel anytime I hear some, like, fucking Omegaverse alpha male be like, oh man, you have any kind of body hair? Gross. I want you to be perfectly hairless. And I'm like, that gives
Did you know
me,
that,
gives me, like, you want me to be, like, prepubescent looking vibes, and that is, I feel the bile in my throat.
I mean, also, it was a marketing ad created in the 60s by shaving companies who went, you know, razors aren't selling as well as they should be. You know, maybe there's a second half of the population we could be targeting with this.
Oh my god.
Hey, ladies.
Hey,
I have
ladies.
decided that leg hair is unsanitary. You should feel guilty for having leg hair. Buy my razor.
I mean, honestly, I don't even give a fuck about leg hair. I understand, like, if you want to shave your legs, I occasionally shave my legs despite
Maybe
razor
it
burn,
exfoliates.
because I love the feel of smooth. When you have smooth legs, it's just like you immediately like high kick in front of anyone you know, and you're like, touch my leg! I'm so soft right now. But oh wait, it's Wednesday and I didn't look the cookings. Wait, no cookings?
No cookings.
All right.
I checked this morning.
But yeah, the big, and here, like, I am so sorry. If you are sex repulsed, feel free to tune out. I will let you know in chat when we're done. But here's the thing. I understand, like, trimming your business, especially if there's any kind of cunnilingus varieties going on there.
And split ends and things, and making sure that you can. I mean, there is a difference between grooming and following unnecessary beauty standards that are just bullshit.
Yeah. Well, my thing is just like, I understand. It's polite, you know. If somebody's face is gonna be on your parts, nobody likes hair in their mouth. I get it. But like fully shaved is a weird look. It's listen, man. If you go bald eagle, good for you. But I can't, and your skin on your bod is so fucking sensitive, and there are certain places I refuse to fucking get razor burn. No, thank you.
Waxed and smooth as God intended. Yeah.
Yeah, I did homemade sugar waxing exactly once.
No, that is a sentence that I'm like, oh, this cannot end well.
And that's it.
Ugh. Yeah. See, and I'm a little blonde child, so the hairs on my body are just... the hairs on my body are like pure platinum and fuzzy and barely noticeable, so there's no point in shaving.
Discord stopped, Streamlabs stopped your comment, or not Streamlabs, I guess just Twitch auto stopped your comment, Liz, and I approved it, and that's fine, because you're not being, gross or whatever, but, held message for reason misogyny, but it says add permitted term, shave your cooch.
I mean, good for them for having that as blocked. Appreciate
that.
that.
Yeah, like, there's plenty of people plenty of awful shitheads who were doing, like,
oh yeah,
hate raids, specifically on, like, women and trans folk, and, like, fuck those guys. So yeah, if I had any of those guys in there, I would be worried about that, but I don't think I'm that kind of person's bag in general. Like, I very proudly am like, I'm gay as fuck, boy!
If they were coming to your channel, it would probably be for a bad reason.
We're LGBT all the way down, and I will insta-fucking-ban your ass.
Yeah. Screw that bullshit.
I forgot what the fuck I was doing.
Were you gonna go rape people, go fishing, sell?
I don't know, man. I'm selling one fish, and then I'm wandering to do something with my life other than think about body hair.
I am just waiting until Friday so that I can go to the mine and get the sword.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you have to wait.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Because it doesn't,
It says, no thank you, you cannot.
Jojo Mart doesn't open
Go breed.
their rocks. If I did say that, I didn't mean to.
I was like, I don't remember, but that could be because my brain just zoned out, but who knows?
If I did, but also, like, we don't fucking kink shame here, so if you have a breeding kink, fucking go for it, my guy. But
chase your bliss.
Yeah, chase your bliss!
Have you been
As long
following
as
Hugh
there's
Grant's...
consent, do whatever you fucking want, man.
Have you been following Hugh Grant's just unhinged interviews?
No.
They're hilarious, and I normally don't really follow celebrities,
haven't
but it
even-
has stumbled
I
onto
haven't
my
even
page.
thought about Hugh Grant since, like, the early aughts.
Since
like,
the second Bridget Jones days.
yeah, probably.
Apparently someone asked him in an interview, are you into BDSM? And he goes, I'm really into the M and the S of late. And you know, I just gotta say, it's an awful lot of fun, as long as you do it safely. Just, it made me laugh so much seeing this just incredibly British person talking about...
Sawtooth, I can't decide if that's supposed to be an intentional reference to the fact that my avatar is in fact a vampire boy, but good for you! We're extremely sex positive here. Gwen can attest. Is it okay if I tell the story?
Which story? Oh, this...
Just like, you know, the basic, pill story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Gwen was like, I want to get on, like, this, when, we were wee lads and we had just met.
I was 18.
Uh,
And I came from a very conservative family, and I wasn't comfortable at the time. A lot has changed since then, but I wasn't comfortable talking to my mom or my dad about it.
yeah, she was like, I want to get on the pill, but I do not want to have a conversation with my parents, and I do not want my parents to be like, no, fuck you, you're only gonna do this because you want to bone everybody. Which is, first of all, none of their fucking business, and second of all, really not the point for most folks. And I was just like, hell yeah, dude, you should always, like, if you're concerned about your body and your health and safety, fucking go for it. By the way, you don't need your parents, like, you don't have to talk to them. You have an insurance card, take the insurance card to the doctor, do the damn thing. They ain't gotta tell them shit.
And since my family had really good health insurance, there was no real copay because it's considered your annual well woman's appointment, so it's typically covered under most policies, which was stuff I didn't know back then. I was 18.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
nothing about insurance. I knew nothing about making appointments because, you know, my family had always taken care of that for me.
All this to say, I am aggressively sex positive, and I will always be. Like, we're not going to get into the political problems going on right now, but suffice it to say, your body, your choice. I would so much rather everyone be educated on safe sex and birth control and all that shit. Like, that should not even be a fucking question, because people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and making sure that they do it safely
Should be the most important thing.
fucking important.
To put my family a little bit in perspective, 4 years later after this, my mom called me suddenly and was just like, when I had a conversation with some of my gal pals, and I realized that
Yeah.
we have never talked about this. Are you aware that women can have pleasure in the bedroom?
Oh, zoinks.
And it was this
That
long...
makes me so worried about Carolyn pre that time.
No, she knew. She knew. But
I
she had
totally
met...
just doxed your mom's first name. I'm so sorry.
No, she had known about that, but she,
Knowing
she
when you
had
put-
some friends who did not know that, and she was suddenly deeply concerned and worried for me that I was unaware of that. And she was like, I never thought I had to explicitly say this, but now I don't know. I know you're 22 now, but are you aware that women can have pleasure in the
If you are a
bedroom?
person who either has vajayjay parts or is into people who may or may not have vajayjay parts, please educate yourself on the clitoris's location. Thank you.
I mean, I grew up in a... Well, we grew up in a... Well, we grew up all over, but we ended our growing up period in a small town in Kansas.
Yeah, I don't really know if... It's weird because I wouldn't consider it that much of a small town anymore because there's a lot of fucking people there.
It's not population of 2,000, it's population of 40,000.
But that's because there's a fort.
But it's always moving. There's a military base.
Yeah, listen, man. It's not how I meant for this to go, but I'm straight up... I regret nothing.
I've actually had to give the talk to people before because I've worked as a camp counselor a lot, and there's when a bunch of young ladies get together, menarche occurs, which is when you have your first period. That's the medical term for it. And
wow, I don't think I knew that term.
Menarche, yeah. And
Okay.
so when you're around a bunch of other ladies in mass,
The more you know.
if you are of an age where that is about to happen, it is more likely to happen when you are around a bunch of other people with estrogen. So I had to give the talk quite a bit to young girls who were like, what is happening to me? Nobody's told me anything and I am freaking out right now.
Yeah, hi. I haven't been given a warning, and suddenly parts of me that should not be are bleeding.
Now I will say some of it was really unfortunate. Like, some of these girls were really young and their parents were probably not expecting it to happen that soon.
Holy shit.
Like 7, where I'm like, ooh,
I
this
fucking
sucks.
get that. Like,
And then you have to call the parent and be like, how much am I permitted to explain to people?
Yeah.
And like, what do you want? And the amount of people who are very anti-tampon is, I mean, I get it, because when your anatomy is like that at that age, it's really uncomfortable. But the reasons they were giving were not related to that.
Yeah, my thing is just like, I did have a friend in elementary school growing up who, like, clearly hit puberty crazy early, like, had boobs when she was 9, and it was really weird and very uncomfortable.
And it's so
for her.
unfortunate for the kid, because it affects
It
your...
sucked for her, and like so many people.
Your esteem is just ruined forever. You're sexualized before you even have the mental capacity to understand what's
Exactly!
happening, and it sucks. I mean, there are direct studies that show the age of men occur in correlation to your financial success. Well, that's not the word I want to use. Your financial aptitude, I guess? I don't know. How much money you make later in life. And the older you are when you get your period, the more likely you are to make more money.
That's very weird. That is a weird thing.
Well, I mean, when you think about all the correlated, it is causation, probably. That's the hypothesis, is that it's a causation because it causes a bunch of self-esteem issues, which then affects your hireability, which causes depression, which then affects your sustainability in jobs. Like, it is a big issue, and people don't talk about it enough.
Additional sex ed, phys ed information for folks in chat. Puberty is fucking hard, and if you're trans, you do that shit more than once, and it's just as awkward, and
it does not get better.
You know what, be prepared for that, but also, if you decide that you want to be on hormones or whatever, fucking do it.
Yeah.
If it is within your power Like,
Go for it. If that's what you
do
want,
it, man.
do it. But also know you're gonna relive middle school in some ways.
Yeah.
But also you'll have the mental fortitude to, like, you know, it'll be way better, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing for me is I'm like, I want to be on T because I desperately want a lower voice. Like, the voice that I hear in my ears when I'm talking is straight up like a whole octave lower.
Yeah.
And that's why I usually use a voice mod on here because I've just adjusted it to sound like my voice does to me.
Yeah.
But I would love for that to be a thing for anybody else's ears.
We once again have done a single sunfish.
Yeah, but the problem there that I'm worried about is I don't want to deal with a shitload of acne again. I don't want to deal with voice cracking.
On T, oh my god, I have a friend who is on T right now, and my god, his voice right now is, I mean, it is comical at times.
Slow.
It doesn't help that this particular individual has also always looked like a 15-year-old boy. Like, boy band 15-year-old boy. Not so much anymore now that he's on T,
The facial structure,
But-
though.
But yeah, it's...
The facial structure is Bieber-esque.
Uh,
young Bieber-esque.
Yeah, young Bieber. And there was, I was talking to him the other day, and he was like, yeah, could I just get some help? Just some... And I couldn't help. I felt bad. I'm like, man, I love you so much.
You're going through some shit. I
You're
don't
going
wanna
through
laugh
some
at
shit.
you, but also
this is hilarious. This is solid comedy gold.
Bebop.
A boop bop rhubarb pie.
Thank you, Morris. Go fuck yourself.
Also,
Capitalism, rest in pieces, but also, yay, mines.
I also wanted to shout out to Age here for actually spelling my name correctly. I appreciate that very much. You'd be shocked at how many people cannot figure out how to spell Gwen.
See, and that always fucking baffles me. Like, it's very phonetic. I don't understand.
So my husband, when we first started dating, had my first name and my last name spelled wrong in his phone.
God, I forgot about that.
I'm like, the last name I'm used to, and it's not even it is also
I'm gonna
phonetic,
roast that
but-
motherfucker so hard. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Sawtooth.
just GWEN. It's not my full name, but that's my nickname. That is what I answer to. If you call me my full name, I will probably jump out of my skin because I think I'm gonna be severely
trouble.
scolded by a parent. To this day, like, I'm
Or-
almost 30 now, and I still have that reaction.
Warrior.
Or someone's trying to flirt with me. They pull out the princess name when they're like, "Oh, my lady," and I go, "Oh, God." no."
Yeah. I occasionally.
Red flag.
I think it's very funny. I see. That's my fucking
See,
question.
a lot of people spell it the Welsh way, which is Guin, but
Why?
like, because Guinevere. If they know Guinevere,
I don't give a fuck, man. Who in their right mind,
Some
who
people
is an
spell it,
English speaker,
uh,
goes, "Oh, you know what would be good spelling? Any kind of Celtic garbage." Like,
I also know.
as a deeply proud Irish descendant, I fucking love Celtic names and Gaelic names, but also, like, they are fucked up. They get fucking weird spelling.
The other thing is that it's sometimes spelled Gwinn when they just mishear the N sound and they hear an in. Then, oh yeah, Saoirse.
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 Saoirse. Saoirse.
Saoirse.
My favorite one is Ashlyn. That's pronounced Ashlyn.
See, is it Owen or Ian? That's
Uh,
spelled like Eoighan.
Owen.
Owen, okay.
We got, there's some really good ones, but now I
Yvonne.
can't remember.
Aoife. Aoife.
Aoife. And, there's another one. This one is more common,
Siobhan?
but people don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, that's Siobhan. See, I can't talk shit on the S-E-A-N. That is my partner's name. And I think
I just
it
know
is
so many Seans.
I think it is so much prettier of a spelling to look at than SHAWN,
Or
which I think looks ugly as hell.
Oh, there's a couple of spellings of Sean. See, some people spell it SHAWN, and then some spell it SHAUN.
I know.
Both are not great.
Both are gross.
Not a fan.
I don't like them. They look gross. No offense if that is your name.
Look,
but like,
we all know that Sean Astin and Sean Bean both spell their names S-E-A-N.
Yeah,
Therefore,
exactly.
it is the correct
so
way.
who gives a fuck? You know those motherfuckers. I know you're all nerds. You've probably Lord of the Rings once in your life. Also, pro tip. Don't know why I said it like that. Secret behind the scenes info for y'all. Gwen and I have best friend tattoos.
We do.
Uh,
At my wedding, the photographer made a point of taking a photo of both of our tattoos.
I like had my foot up on a chair, like raising my pant leg to show people.
No, this is definitely a pro tip. Get a best friend tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Here's an actual pro tip. If you want to get a best friend tattoo, make sure it is something that you will want, regardless of what happens in your friendship. Like, it sucks to suck, but it does happen sometimes that people who you've been friends with for a really long time, you either drift apart or you have a whole problem. Old friend of mine suddenly revealed his "I've been an asshole all along" card, which was fucking great.
Yeah.
And you know what? no, I don't.
Yes,
mean...
it was me. I did it all along. That is why I am here. Fuck you, Ren. I shall stab you in the back. Now, down, Caesar.
At 2%. No, not Gwen. But so we both got the front door of Bilbo's house because we were both Lord of the Rings jerks.
Yep.
By which I mean nerds. Sawtooth, it's okay if you haven't seen it. It's not everybody's jam.
Well, and then the symbolism of an open, because the door is slightly open.
Yes, it's ajar.
Because it was both our first novels that were read to us, and we both read them on our own. I think it was our first novel for both of us to read on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a lot of importance to us. And then the symbolism of the door being open is, leaving your life open to adventure and opportunity. And, friendship.
Yeah, and also, like, bruh, if you need it, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there to show up at my house, which is even more, like, accurate now that, like...
Yeah, we live a 2-minute drive away from each other.
We're very fucking close. which is a delight,
It's
honestly.
wonderful. I love it.
It means...
and Ren used to live a 10-minute drive away from me. And now, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you can just... I'm a big introvert, believe it or not. You usually have to live with me to understand that, because...
I always feel like I'm an introvert. Gwen and I are the opposites, where Gwen is a socially adept
I love parties,
introvert.
but I have to go to bed for a really long time and not see anyone for 3 days afterwards. So I look and appear fine and normal.
But then you need
But then I
to
become
recharge.
a cranky biatch. If
You
I
need to recharge so hard.
I'm just like, I will murder everyone.
And
if I do not get 4 hours a day by myself.
And I am an extroverted person who has severe crippling social anxiety and used to struggle with agoraphobia, so we're complicated.
We've got layers.
I know our avatars are 2-dimensional, but we're 3-dimensional bitches.
Bum, bum, bum.
Don't mind me, I'm just chopping down weeds all over for no reason. It just felt like the thing to do. I know it's not very helpful for, like, doing things.
Hey, maybe you get seeds, and then we get money, and then we get rich.
That's true, I
We
haven't...
live that cottagecore dream.
Oh, God. I love cottagecore shit.
Our local NPR station had a whole interview with somebody talking about TikTok fashion trends, and they spent 5 minutes talking about cottagecore.
Hell yeah. That's the thing is like,
It's now made.
cottagecore was always like one of my favorite things before I even knew the term. And then when I heard about it, I was like, oh my god,
Well,
this is it.
another
It's
reason
that super
we love
kawaii, live in the middle of the forest, fucking Greenwich vibes.
your weird dirndl aesthetic.
Maybe not that.
You don't want.
I don't know if I really fuck with dirndls, but
I mean, it's just what the hobbits wear, essentially. Wear a puffy peasant blouse with a skirt.
the
and
lady
corset.
hobbits.
Like a vest. That's a dirndl, pretty much.
The lady hobbits.
But yeah, you can wear the little breeches and the little vest with the baggy coat. And
That's
the
what I
walking
want.
staff.
I want fucking high water velveteen pants.
In burgundy. Only rust tones allowed.
or like deep foresty greens and navies.
Mm-hmm. They've got a lot of mustard.
Mustard doesn't look good on me, dude.
Yeah.
Mustard is
Other yellows
a
do.
color for Glenn. It looks great. Very much in autumn.
There was a period
I
of my
am
life where people
not.
would only refer to like that sort of sunflower mustard color that's a little more golden than what most people think when you think of mustard yellow. I wore it so much that all of my friends started referring to it as, oh, Gwen, I see your yellow. It's over there. That's Gwen's yellow. And the only reason I owned that so much was because Target did a whole series with that color for like 2 seasons. Oh shoot, I forgot to go to the mine today. I'll go tomorrow.
It's okay. I basically didn't do anything productive. Mustard is a color. Yes.
Yep. Both referring to the bloom of the plant and the seed.
Mustard seeds are very small, if you've ever seen them.
And then you mash them up and they become that yellow color.
They're so small and they're very cute. And I used to have this like tiny glass bottle necklace that had like 3 mustard seeds in it. Someone made it for me when I was working at the Renfest still, and I don't remember who it was.
My brain's just like, were you in a version of Midsummer Night's Dream where you were playing the fairy mustard?
No.
That would be a good gift.
But I am an IRL fairy.
Yuck, yuck.
Anyway. That's also legit though.
Yeah.
I do relate to being a chaotic fae creature. Like, I love that vibe. That's the lore
level
behind
1 farming.
That's the lore behind my character on Liz Baby's cursed SMP server. I was like, I am a perfectly normal human who definitely isn't a creature from another dimension or world, who moved into this empty house and is just being a part of the community and selling candles and textiles, and they're absolutely not magical, and it's all fine.
Wood, coal, fiber. Alright, I'm gonna make us some scarecrows. We're all cranky cats here.
I'm just vibing. That's fair. When I was a kid, I really did not like mustard. I was like, ew, gross.
It's not aspic spice, it's the other one that goes in your nose.
I don't know.
Not aspic, that's gelatin. Acerbic? What's the word for it?
I don't know. Yeah, I am. Well, specifically my lore about my avatar here, my VTuber here, is that I am a shape-shifting cryptid who only takes forms of other cryptids. And my basic form here is vampire bat, but I am planning on making alt forms for different gender vibe days, and I'm very excited about that because there's some really good ideas, and I got them, and they're all ready, and I even have sketches for most of them, but I have yet to make the models.
Piquant! That's the word I'm trying to remember.
Piquant?
Piquancy. Thank you.
What a fucking weird word.
Yep.
Who haven't I met? How is it possible I haven't met Emily?
Because you haven't gone to the bar yet.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I'm old as fuck. Why? Now I'm scared. Should I be scared? Or are you just about to be like, what's up, you're a gilf?
What was it like back then, Ren?
Well, it depends on what era you're talking about, I guess. Mostly, you know, there are certain aspects in which it was a far simpler life, and there are certain aspects in which I would absolutely not go back because the amount of like horrible violence that was like socially acceptable. Fuck that. Also, I love indoor plumbing, and I will not go back. You cannot make me. And there's one thing on this planet that I will never get the fucking generic version of, and that is toilet paper, because I care about my butthole. And I only use the finest.
The finest shaman, my lord.
I'm sure that's what you meant, right, Satu? That was what you were asking. I totally forgot what I was gonna buy. Do we have cauliflower seeds yet?
I have planted 9 cauliflower.
Ah, well. Okay, so personally, I am a Charmin Ultra Soft and Strong guy. Because that way it's not gonna dissolve and leave tiny bits of fabric paper on your booty.
Debris.
Yes, debris.
Debris. I always love saying that word with the British accent.
My
It's so
favorite,
silly.
I like to pronounce it Debras.
Debris.
Which is incorrect. But then you go full Ray Romano and you're like, Debras! Whatever, I think
And her
I'm
sister
hilarious.
Jenny.
Uh,
Are you gonna get that reference?
I did, and you know why I got that reference?
Because of
it's referenced in Baby Driver, which I recently
It is.
rewatched.
Yeah, our friend, Arthur, had the couch named after that song being Deborah. The couch cushion.
Yes, our friend Arthur, sometimes known as Tiberius, if you see him in chat, also a part of the partner stream Virtual Boys. Most of my streaming friends are not VTubers, so I will warn you about that. They're just regular fellas and ladies, etc. What did I fucking... I don't know why I left. Just gonna play more things. Ah.
I don't know. Okay. Figure it out.
I don't like when it has the little bouncy guy. If it keeps flashing the exclamation point on my journal system, I get distracted because I am but a simple man with ADHD. Chimama. I thought we had more seeds. Did you plant them?
I planted seeds.
Okay,
They are down in front of the cabin.
that's fine. I have a blank spot in my guy now.
I am mining currently.
Nice. There is, Caroline has a quest for an amethyst, if you find one, but I did not accept the quest because,
Yeah.
you know.
Mines.
I don't like them. I don't like goblins.
Gerblins.
That's a lie. I forget what that's from. It's a quote that, I don't like them. I don't like goblins.
Hey, look, I found an amethyst.
Oh, nice.
One moment, let me empty out.
But in
my
truth, I
slime.
love goblins. Some of my best friends are goblins.
My best friend's a goblin. We have a theory that all cats are one of 4 types.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Goblin, princess, what were they? It was like
Fussy.
fussy. No. I thought it was like brat versus.
I don't remember,
Oh
man.
man, I've totally forgotten. That's
We did like a whole cat personality pundit square, and I don't fucking remember.
It's gone now. Lost in the dregs of time.
Hello, Emily. Oh, I must have already said hi to her.
I think it was Fussy and Brat because your cat is a fussy goblin,
Mm-hmm.
and then Stella, my cat, is a gremlin brat. A
Yeah.
goblin. And then,
Completely unhinged little fart salad.
literally, she farts so much.
She is literally the stinkiest
She
cat
can
I've ever
clear
met.
a room. It is geisha. We went to the vet and they're like, she'll grow out of it. And we're like, oh, she better, because this is intolerable. And then my other cat, Genevieve, is a complete princess, hence her name, and
And very fussy.
is a fussy princess. She is very clean, very meticulous, has very high standards for
She
everything
needs
in her
things
life.
to be just so. So I found out the only person that I haven't talked to yet. Well, the only 2, I guess. But I am about to talk to one of them.
Alright. I need to see who I have not talked to yet.
I have to meet Leah.
Oh, buddy, I'm real behind. Okay.
I forget.
She hangs out around the lake, and then she goes down to the beach.
Yeah, but when it's raining,
And then
she just.
at 8 p.m. she tends to go to the bar on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay. When it's raining, I think she stays inside until she goes to the bar to hang out with Elliot. Hi, Leah.
And they can be the Great Hair Club together.
Have this. Oh, Harvey, my beautiful mustachioed nerd.
I will give you salads and coffee.
Did I call him a nurse? He's a doctor. I didn't mean to.
Leah is bae.
Yeah.
She was the
Almost
first person I
every-
ever romanced. I had
almost-
such a hard time going to
Almost
anybody else.
every friend I have who played Stardew Valley, first romanced. That's fucking true. That's very true, Sawtooth. Spoiler alert. Lots of propaganda is extremely racist.
A good general rule to go by.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Leah. Oh yeah. Every friend I have who has played Stardew Valley, as far as I know, all of them have romanced Leah first, and at least half of them have only romanced Leah since then. And my first was also a redhead, so I can't say anything. Legitimately, the first time I ever saw Robin in the opening cutscene, I like audibly gasped. I was like, "Hi," but she's married.
Yeah.
And Penny is such a sweet, sad little bean, so she's the first one I romanced and married. Plus, her big date event, where you like meet in the pool and after hours a night and make out, I was like, yes! That's just real good. I like it. It's good and I like it.
I like that you get to beat up Leah's ex.
I did! You know, I don't know if that was added like later in Stardew Valley's, like one of Stardew Valley's updates, because when I first became friends with Leah, I don't think that happened.
Yeah, Sachi, they don't think you can murder in this unless we do a bunch of mods.
That's
and
true.
even then, I
And
don't
you know what?
condone murder.
That's generally true. But I will say I have considered there's like a MILF mod that that makes
I mean, there's a
all
polyamory
the
mod.
moms marriageable. And I do really want to do, I think it's DC Burger's portrait mod that specifically Liz Baby did, that I saw. Like, I first found Liz Baby on TikTok because she was like reacting to the DC Burger portrait mods of Stardew Valley, and everyone was so fucking hot.
Wait a minute, I sent that to you, didn't I?
I don't know.
I sent that video.
I don't know, there's a couple of them.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'll
Well-
check it now.
well,
it's
thank
in
you.
a chat.
But think
It's
about
in
how
recent chat
many,
spots.
think about how many fucking TikToks you have sent me. How are you possibly going to go back and find that?
Because I sent it to people in Instagram message. Because it was such a profound video to me.
Everyone in here is hot. Do you mean like everyone on stream and in chat? In which case, thank you. I agree. Or do you just mean like everyone in Pelican Town is hot? Because I agree with certain exceptions.
Yeah, I was going to be like,
Mayor Lewis is a garbage fire, and he does not deserve Marnie at all.
yeah, Marnie deserves so
Marnie
much better.
is a thick queen, and I love her.
Marnie, get yourself a man who can love you truly for the wonderful person you are. I mean, and she takes care of, Shane, and she takes care of Jad.
She's a good woman. She's badass. She does so much shit on her own. And also, again, can't stress this enough, thick queen. We never see her thighs because it's only like busts.
Shoulders up only.
Bust portraits. But I bet she has wonderful pillowy thighs. And thick thighs save lives, everyone.
She does her squats.
She does! You get to, because she, on the workout, I'm fucking gay, I gotta calm down.
Alright, Queen of Sauce is on.
Hey, I'll be your queen of sauce, baby! Oh, thanks, Sawtooth. Clint! I want a mod that just replaces Clint the blacksmith with Clint McElroy.
Oh my gosh.
And
And
anytime he
that mod that
talks
makes
to you-
everyone hot. Clint is like I never
Oh my
imagined Clint.
Yeah, in the DC Burger mod, Clint is like maybe one of the most fuckable. Like him and the wizard, I'm like,
Why do you look like that?
Daddy.
Yeah. And also Haley. I was like, you're not supposed to look like an Amazonian goddess.
Yeah.
You're supposed to look like a pampered princess.
Haley's suddenly
This is
like
not acceptable.
buff as fuck, and I'm like,
And I was like, oh
Listen.
god, they've discovered my type. How dare they?
listen, you're kind of a bitch, but also,
You look 5'11".
if you can pick me up and throw me over your shoulder, I'm into you.
I'm not gonna believe anything that comes out of your mouth for the rest of this game now. Just that juxtaposition of this person who clearly throws hay bales on the weekend
she's
to the
just-
person who says that they
She's just working on her fitness, you know?
she's just working on her fit. Ugh. Yeah, no, she weirdly fit. And Leah is always beautiful, so it wasn't shocking. But a lot of them I looked at and I was like, why?
Pretty chill starving artist hangs out in the woods.
I don't know all the artists I know are hot, so that's not really, and they all have IBS.
That's because they're all depressed, baby!
Just every single one of them.
What, I'm gay, I gotta calm down. It's, you know what? If you haven't highlighted it, that's fine. Next time I make a new highlight reel, which I do need to, I only have one out. It's going on there. I want to do one that's like clips that are the most concentrated me from all
no.
of the
We
all
have
of the
boiled
VODs
down
I've
your
done so
essence,
far.
and we have confirmed that you are gay.
And I'm gay, I gotta calm down is accurate to the way I live my life. Because that's the thing, when you're a gender fluid, bisexual, pansexual person like myself, if I like you, it's gay. If you like me, it's gay. It's all gay. It's gay all the way down.
Can we talk about how much the salon song is a total bop?
The saloon?
Yeah, the salon. Sorry.
Yeah.
The salon.
I
Yeah,
was
we
like-
go get our burgers and get our hair done at the same time.
See, and I was thinking like fancy old-timey salon, so I was thinking like, yes,
The salon.
the beautiful room in the
The
next to
front parlor where we sit and we chat and we gossip about
the
everybody we
salon.
hate.
Not to be confused with the solarium.
Did you see Lady Livia's wedding? I can't believe she went with the taffeta lace. What a tacky switch.
Oh God.
Oh,
See, you can't get us started on this shit. We're ex-theater kids. We will go
we will paint a world.
down a rabbit hole. Yeah, being gay is nice, kids. Don't, like, miss me with that don't say gay shit. Seriously? Get the fuck out of my face. Say gay all the time at the top of your lungs. Thank you.
Unless you live in Texas and you're actually saving lives by not saying gay.
Just don't live in Texas. Like, pro tip, don't live in Texas. Been there, done that. Found out I was trans while I was living in Texas with a friend. Not a fucking great look. Don't live in Texas. If you currently live in Texas,
Please live in Austin.
fix that. Anyway. We got some opinions.
Oh no, I forgot my sword.
Are we? Oh, right. You need like 25 to make a furnace, right? 25 copper?
I went down to the mine and left my sword in the box.
That's okay. I left
I will go fetch my sword.
my ass in my pants. It's Big Booty Far!
Woo 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 woo! We grow nice peaches here.
I am.
Wait. We can only grow peach trees now.
That's acceptable. That's what. That's.
Wait.
It's been established. We have to make this at least half an orchard now. Like half of our farm is going to be focused
Just
on
peaches.
being an orchard. Orchard?
An orchid.
An orchard. It's like an orchid, but you spell it bad.
Yeah, but it makes great horchata.
That's spelled with an H.
But for real, if you've never made homemade horchata, or never had horchata,
Oh, some nummy
look up a recipe. It's a fucking delight. Horchata is fantastic. It is spelled Horchata. And rum chata is good and all that, but if you
No.
make a homemade horchata, it
Not as
tastes
good.
way better.
Or go on a road trip down to Santa Fe and go to any cafe and order it.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. The Southwest, politically, not a great place to live. But as far as getting authentic and delicious Hispanic food, fuck yes.
Yeah, whenever I have to road trip down to Phoenix, we go through Santa Fe. It's actually, we go through Albuquerque, and we have like 2 restaurants we go to every time. And we get pozole in a gallon, and we take it back home with us.
Hell yeah.
And it's the best, because you just can't get that
I really,
in the Midwest.
I've been
Region.
wanting to make homemade horchata, but it can be kind of a pain. It's really just that I don't do a lot of cooking because I'm mentally ill. But I should because it's fucking delicious and
That's the thing about
I actually know how to make it.
being a mentally ill cook. You are either cooking or you are not cooking. There is no in between. There's no like, yeah, I make a sandwich for my lunch. There is either, we're making a mousse-bouche and beef tartare, or
Holy
we
shit.
are having ramen.
I had beef tartare for the very first time like a week ago.
Oh, how do you like it?
I really did. I liked it a lot. I had it at the cafe.
It is nummy. Oh
Um,
yeah, I know where you had it.
And there was a French bistro near us. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I'm just gonna fish. I'm just gonna fish. Did we eat queen of sauce today?
I did. Did you?
Well, I think I forgot. You gotta remind me.
To
'cause
stir fry.
I'm a little guy. I'm just
I
a
will
little
pay
guy.
attention. Just a little guy in my Minecraft. Oh, sorry. Stardew Valley, gosh. We've said Minecraft too many times and my brain has replaced it in the file cards
It's on
in
the
my
brain,
brain.
man. I've been playing a lot of it. Thoughts on alcohol? I am, as soon as someone will hire me, and also in my personal life, I'm a bartender. So, there's an entire selection of, or not selection, there's an entire section of our Discord, called, I forget, I think it's potions. It's our potions chat, where I put in cocktail and mocktail recipes. And I only have one in there so far because we just made the Discord, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, as with anything, be responsible. Don't die. Don't drive when you're doing that. You know, that kind of thing.
I mean, everything in moderation.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm personally a fan. It's not a huge surprise because, as previously mentioned, I am very Irish heritage. So, you know, that's the two things we really got. Well, maybe three. We got Catholicism, we got a love of potatoes, and we got, let's be honest, some alcoholism.
Yeah, my family treats alcohol like homework. So growing up, my
What
parents...
the fuck does that mean?
It means my parents had the idea that if they make alcohol not fun, we would not go gung-ho over it. And there's a certain amount of wisdom in that, because they did successfully ruin both my sister and I. So my parents would present us with little shot glasses filled with beer, and we would have to describe the notes involved, as well as
Hell yeah.
what food it would pair with, how much hops were used versus wheat, was it malted, was it not.
Parents are so weird.
Yeah, they are, but I love them very much. It's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm older. I know they're very flawed, but
I
do like them as people.
I do want to update chat. Anybody who was listening a few streams ago found out that the brood mother of our of myself and our lovely stream was in the hospital. She is now out of the hospital. Mama's doing better, so that's good. But now she has COVID. Yay!
It's just one thing after another.
I assume your what is to the super bizarre, oddly stilted, weird bougie thing. Yeah, she's okay. She had open heart surgery for the first time since I was born, which is a big deal. But she took it like a champ, despite being up there in age. I'm the youngest in my family. And she was fine, and then she was retaining fluids, so she had to go back to the hospital because they were like, what's up? Your body is collecting fluids in places it shouldn't be, like in extra water weight in your ankles and, you know, a little bit in your lungs. That's bad.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Yeah, don't do that.
Extra don't recommend.
But she's doing much better now. But then, like yesterday, she tested positive for COVID, which she must have gotten while in the hospital, which is a whole mess. But yeah, congratulations, being an Irish person. And actual Europeans who follow me, I get that you get mad when American people say stuff like that. But I truly am, like, one of my maternal grandmothers, great-grandmothers, because it was my mom's grandma, was a first-generation immigrant. And similarly, the only non-Irish that I have in my heritage is is Polish, and that is from my paternal great-grandmother, who was also a first-generation immigrant who barely spoke any English. I never met her, which is a shame. But she was very Polish. She and my dad lived in Hamtramck, which is a small, used to be a Polish ghetto in Detroit, Michigan. I got a weird cultural background, because I'll say stuff like that, and then I'll be like, also, you know, my dad's dad, my dad was adopted by a man from Spain, and
So your last name was very, very Latin.
yes, my last name was like full Hispanic, and I speak a lot of Spanish, despite the fact that I look ghostly pale, like almost translucent, and then my aunt, married into the family, is Vietnamese. So I'm a weird hodgepodge individual.
So my stepmother, who we refer to as my bonus mom,
Yes.
is
I love Raj.
she's amazing. She is Indian, and my dad and I love nothing more than to go to a restaurant, particularly when I go visit them, and they live overseas, and I loudly call her mom the whole time. And so, and then my sister Nina's there, my stepsister, and they look at us, and they look at me, who's like, I'm 5'7", blonde,
hair,
white,
green eyes.
and then Nina, who is 4'11" and dark hair and tan, and they look at us, and they look at my white 6'2" dad, and Raj, who's 5 foot, and you can just see them like being like, what in the genetic whirlpool is happening in this family? Mm-hmm. And it's so much fun to just watch them trying so hard to not say something incredibly offensive.
I need the chest one.
Our vindictive delight in this.
I need the chest
Oh,
bone.
I'm so sorry. I gotta get the thing. There you go.
Thank you. So weird cultural influences, but my family is obsessed with their Irish heritage, and they like make pilgrimages to the homeland, and we have Irish china straight from the home. Like I just got some of my great nana's like things from when they lived in County Cork. When my mom was cleaning out her many boxes.
Did
I'm very excited.
I ever tell you that my family discovered that we actually have pretty much no Irish in us?
Really?
We are upsettingly Scottish, Norwegian,
Oh,
and
see.
German.
Not Welsh at all?
Nope. Which is weird because my family has Welsh names.
You know, it's funny because Scottish and German is like a combo that several of the people from our hometown have. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know if it's hard to say if they're German and no, it is because
If they got married in America, I could tell you why that was,
His-
most likely, but...
well, I was thinking about their German influences because they're a military family and they used to live in Germany, so I was trying to remember if that's why they like have
Oh,
so
you're
many
talking
German
about-
celebrations.
Oh, yeah.
But
They also have German heritage.
yes, I remembered.
I know
that,
who you're talking about.
I remembered that the mother of this family has a German maiden name.
Yeah.
And also James, I think, also has Germanic and Scottish parents. Not quite as Scottish as the very Scottish family that I've become adopted by, but
They have a very strong Mick in front of their name,
yeah,
in the Scottish tradition.
yeah, not in the Irish slur,
Yeah.
but in
In the Scottish clan sense.
but the MC, which
The
is
MAC space capital.
which is different than MC MC Canary, fellow streamer, MC Canary. It's really funny because
But they do know each other.
he's like, oh no, it's like it's not related. Like I'm not Scottish. It's not related to that. It's not even supposed to be like
The master of ceremony.
No, it's not that either. Because then people will be like, oh, the master of ceremony. Long story short, he tried to name himself, like, I think his handle on something used to be the mercenary artist, but he spelled it fucked up by accident. Just like had a little brain fart, and like it was both too long, so we had to make it shorten the Merc to MC, which doesn't track at all. It no longer reads as Merc at all, and also he accidentally spelled it Canary, so now he's MC Canary, and I keep insisting to him that he needs to have his logo be like a cute little canary bird with like a Rambo sash, and he's like, I already have a stream mascot, and it's this cute anime lady, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is a missed opportunity from one bird person to another.
Yeah, so, my family now finally knows why we are all blonde, tall, and look Norwegian, because we're 20, we are not even, it's 20%. Which is very strange.
Sorry, I'm trying
considering the fact that two of my great-grandparents did immigrate directly from Frankfurt, that is interesting. Frankfurt! You'd think there'd at least be some more, like, Central European Franco influences there, but nope. We are quiet.
Do you want to do 2 more days, and then we can
Yeah.
off-stream?
Sounds like a plan.
I want to do a little bit over 2 hours, just because we had so many technical issues, and I feel like I owe it to chat. But they were pretty fucking funny, and we've been on a spicy tear and also on a roll. We've talked about a variety of things.
Would you like me to plant,
Sure.
cauliflower is the
Yep.
word that came and left.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool. I will plant the cauliflower.
Hi, Mama. Oh. Here's what we're gonna do. Posture check in the chat. I realized I was becoming a scrunkle boy again, and my spine gets mad at me if I do that, so do a little stretch.
Yeah, we're sitting on the floor, cross-legged, which just immediately my 8-year-old instincts to curl in over some sort of, like, Game Boy in my hands.
It's so funny. You're like, oh, I'm not really a gamer. But
I played a ton of Game Boy Color.
You played a bunch of Game Boy growing up. Like,
but I did not get the Advanced. I did not get the DS. I was not allowed PlayStations or Xboxes.
See, and I feel like I had the opposite experience because my family was so hard a Sony family that I never had an opportunity to like play any handheld games or like what you call it, or like any Nintendo system. The earliest I had access to a Nintendo system was a Super Nintendo when I was like already 12.
Yeah, no, it was an interesting present. We got it for Christmas, and I got the Pokemon Yellow game. So I, Pikachu was my dude for a really long time. Although Pikachu is very low powered in that game if you really want to kick butt. For some reason, Nidoran is the best Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow.
That's good to know.
It's strangely
I never
OP.
played Yellow, Green, or Blue. I just played Red.
You just played Red?
Yeah, I played Fire Red is the first one I ever got to play, and I only played it emulated. But speaking of, I do want to do a playthrough of Sun and or Moon on stream, but I haven't decided, because Pokemon is like a pretty long game. I haven't decided whether or not I just want to like sprinkle them in periodically, because I like to be a variety streamer. I like to give you a variety of things. On Sundays, theoretically, that's my day to stream, and I should be streaming Dark Cloud 2, which is the JRPG we're going through right now, which, yeah, it's JRPG, and those tend to be long as fuck. But I have beaten that game several times over in my life, and it will not take me that long. We are already in part of the way through the third area, so, and there's only 7 dungeons? That's a guess. 5, 6, I think it might just be 6. I'm trying to like count the areas in my head now. Because there's the Star Palace is the last one, the Moon Palace, Moonflower Palace is the last one, the last chapter. And before that we have like a mini chapter where you go and do super powered versions of old areas. And then before that is Heimerada, which is the volcano. And we're currently in Balanced Valley. So, yeah, I don't know. Walk that back. Does that make sense? We're making pretty good progress is the point there.
We will get there eventually.
Yeah. And I always make a point to stream on Sundays. I felt bad because for my debut week I wanted to do every single day. I was like, I just debuted. I'm gonna work my ass off this week. I am gonna stream every single day, and I burnt myself out pretty hard, and then immediately I had to skip the next Sunday because that was when my mom got went into the ER, and I was like, oh fuck!
Help!
And I freaked out.
Family emergencies!
And I freaked out, and I was like, sorry guys, I'm gonna cancel today. But since then I've been like allowing myself to sort of rest a little more. So the only set streaming day that I have is Sunday, but I try to stream at least 1 or 2 times in the middle. But what we end up playing is fucking roulette. You know? If I ever do Saturday streams, which I sometimes do, my Saturday streams are themed. They are sexy Saturdays. And we play romance games and such right now.
Are you Monster Dungeon? Is that what it's called?
The last one that we played is Boyfriend Dungeon.
Boyfriend.
Which, despite its name, you do date more than boys. It's not one of those. And it's pretty delightful. It's a bunch of people who can turn into weapons, and then you work with them to fight in the dungeon. You wield them, and it's really cool because that gives that having weapons with personalities is sort of unique in a dungeon crawler. And as much as I hate the dungeons in Stardew Valley, I fucking love Boyfriend Dungeon. That game slaps. And the music is really freaking good. Yeah, I think the VOD is still up. If it's not, I've been considering downloading the full VODs of previous streams and uploading them onto my YouTube channel, which currently only has 1 highlight reel. But it's like a fucking 7-minute highlight reel, so it's pretty hefty.
So would you ever consider doing Monster Prom?
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's definitely, it's literally on, I have a whole category on my Steam library called To Stream, and that is very much in the Sexy Saturday one, and the cool thing about the Monster Prom games, of which I own both, is, oh fuck, it is later than I thought. Whoops.
Run!
1:30 in the morning,
And I am in your bed because I could not make it down to my cabin.
it's fine. We stand some cuddles on stream.
You know, there's nothing like a friend in your bed.
My brain doesn't work enough to really respond to that. What the fuck were we talking about before that?
Monster Prom.
Monster Prom! Monster Prom is unique because it is a, dating sim kind of game, but it is multiplayer. which means I can have guests. I can have guests, and we can all try to date hot monster folks. Which, I mean, obviously, I am a monster person. And a proud monster fucker. More on that later. I've thought about making a, come on, man. Every time I go to water something, you're right there.
It's just we think so alike.
I don't remember what I was saying anymore. Hey, are these being saved for the community bundle?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I made the blue, purple, the blurple chest, indigo.
For the community?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a thing. I think there's a code built in that you like join in like Jackbox games. Because that would be a freaking delight. And my favorite is it can be cooperative, or you can fuck each other over. But like one playthrough of that game is the shortest one you can do is like a half-hour game. So we would probably only be able to do like, if we did a full game with many people, it would only be like, that would probably be the stream, is the one game. Maybe two. Maybe we could fit in two. But that is definitely something that I want to do, and I'm so glad to hear you guys are excited about it. Because absolutely we can play in chat. Oh, also, I do own a lot of Jackbox games, but I haven't, I'm still a relatively new streamer, and I haven't, had really like a community interactive night. But if you guys, you know, feel like you want to get in on that, we can do some Jackbox games with people in chat, which should be fun. We follow the McElroy rule, no bummers, unless the bummer is funny. And that's a fucking thin line, so like, proceed with caution. Hell yeah.
Invest the community center.
Yeah, I entered and I sniffed the paper or whatever, and that means next time we get to meet the wizard. But we can't forget, this is our last day on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Last star day. Star duty. To star duty. I'm a child. Star duty!
Woohoo! Do you get a gold star every time you do your duty?
I don't know. I was just thinking of it like an anthropomorphic star, or like, oh god, what are those called? The little star folks, the Lumas in Super Mario Galaxy. I'm thinking about that, but it's just like their little poopies. They just like poop stardust. A sparkling poop emoji. Yeah! So close and yet so far. Also, you'll notice Gwen does have an icon on stream, but it is no longer interacting. If you joined stream after we did the explanation, we're currently sharing a mic because we're playing in person, and we had a lot of technical issues in that it didn't want to cooperate with us having two separate mic inputs on the same computer. So next time we stream together, it'll probably be online, and we'll have separate microphones, and that means that both of our PNG tubers will actually have animation for talking, instead of just me for when either one of us talks.
Ren and I had... Oh, so sorry, Corbett.
No, it's okay. Fucking full docs. My name, IRL, is Ren, and I used to have the handle Renihana on a lot of things. And And I don't know. I'm Corvus now. But it's fine.
Well, the reason why I said it was because on Wednesdays we hang out and we call it Grensday Wednesday, or sometimes it's just Wednesday because we're cute.
Nobody answer that, Sawtooth. I'm glad you think it's funny. I was pretty proud. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah. But fun fact, in addition to it being my, in addition to Corvus being the name of my avatar here, and Corvus Cryptid being my handle on many things for streaming and my little YouTube avatar, I have also heavily considered making it a part of my IRL legal name for a really long time. So on certain communities where they only know me as Corvus, people would be like, "Oh, hey, do you have like a nickname that you go by?" Because Corvus is kind of a mouthful, and I was just like, "I don't know, man. I'm okay with being a Corey from time to time." And I don't know, I like that. That's cute. But I've already changed my name once because of trans things, and I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Welcome to reality breaking, though. we're not as strict as some VTubers are here.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus, I have a yawns.
The sleepies?
I don't think I really have a sleepies. I think I just have my body has realized that it's been a while since I had cereal this morning, and it mayhaps has a hunger. And that's a weird genetic trait that several of my family members share. When our blood sugar is low, none of us are diabetic, so I don't know what the deal is, but when our blood sugar is low, we yawn a lot. I don't fucking know why, but it's like, it's a thing for all of my siblings and my mom. It's super weird. I don't know if that's even got a name. But it's weird.
Yeah, I'm hungry because I worked out this morning.
Yeah, hell yeah. Gonna, after stream, we're gonna go so hard on some snacks.
Food. Need now, please.
Yesterday, I went over to Gwen's place to finish up the avatar you see for her on stream. And she made dinner, and she was a wonderful cook. And it was very good spaghetti with, I think it was homemade noodles? Was it homemade noodles this time or no?
No, it was egg noodles, but I did not make them. But yeah, a lovely linguine with bolognese, yellow squash from my garden, and some sweet peppers.
It was delish, y'all. But I didn't know if you made it because I know you have
I do have all the stuff.
you have a pasta maker, and sometimes you do that, but also it's a lot of work and extra time. So
It adds an hour and a half to cooking dinner, so I typically do not. If I can avoid it.
Sweet red peppers, and I fucking love squash. Like any gourd is good by me. Is gourd by me.
Good gourd.
I have many fishes. Hello, Khajiit has many fishes to sell. Blah, 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 blah. Hydration check in chat. When's the last time you had water? I need to drink some right now, but I'm gonna sell all my fishies first.
I mean, drinking water is no joke, actually. A mutual friend of ours recently went to the hospital for a kidney stone caused by dehydration.
Jiminy Christmas.
And that person is too young for this to really be a thing. So drink your water, people. Actual health problems
Can I have a
happen.
hint who that is without doxing them?
Mineral?
I got it. Hold on.
Quartz. How about that? Is that a better?
I just have to assume if they have a rock name, I assume they're non-binary.
You are correct. I need food in both real life and in game.
Yellow wizard needs food badly.
Guess who just found a cave? Garrett.
Nice. You know, I get so excited about like making Gauntlet references, forgetting that so much of my like friends and audience are too young to get the reference. Because frankly, I'm too young to get the reference. I just happened to grow up with older siblings who played a lot of games before I was like, you know, of gaming age. Gaming age is, by the way, completely subjective. It is, no one is better proof of that than my partner Sean, who, before he could read, was destroying his dad's friends in online multiplayer Quake, which led to a very funny, which led to some funny things, like they called him the Cannon Master when he was like a 4-year-old, and also specifically a story where one of his dad's friends was like, "Oh, hey Sean, great shot!" like in chat after Sean ganked him, and Sean's dad had to take over the computer and be like, "Bro, Sean can't read. Like, you just got owned by a dude who can't read by a friggin' 4-year-old, an illiterate 4-year-old."
See,
Which is just, oh, this is so spicy.
I recently went to a board game cafe, and there is an RPG there that I now must go buy called Magical Kitties Save the Day.
Oh my god, that sounds precious as hell.
It is specifically designed to facilitate young kids learning to play RPGs. And you play a cat with magical powers that has a human that they are tasked to protect.
That is extremely cute. Also, previously, speaking of magic and cats, previously I've played the game Calico on stream. I just really wanted a comfy game. That is a game where you come to live on an island of magical girls, and of various varieties. Even the dudes are magical girls. And you take over your aunt's cat cafe, which is reductive because you don't only have cats in the cafe. You befriend animals all over the island. It's like all pastels and sparkly and pretty and cute. Yeah, magic cat eat girls. And specifically one of the potions that you get resizes animals, so I just like go around making animals gigantic so that I can ride them as mounts. So I have a very particularly fat cat named Pudgems. Pudgems is bae. I love Pudgems. And I ride Pudgems around in Calico, and it's great. And if you haven't played it, Gwen, you really, really should. It's completely
I've
up your
witnessed
alley.
you play it for, I think, 3 hours.
Okay. Well, you should do it. You should do it. It's great.
Yeah, you had just discovered it, and you were all like,
It's available
"Run,
on Twitch.
over here, look at it!"
Or not Twitch. It's available on Switch,
Switch.
is what I tried to say.
That twitchy switch. Twitchy witchy.
Yeah, those things. It's so fun. I'll probably play it again the next
It's
time
really
I'm feeling.
cute.
Yeah, the next time
and
I'm
the
feeling
music
run
is just
down.
nice and yeah.
The music is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a theme song. I don't know what the artist is that they got to sing the theme song, but It makes my heart sing. It's so fucking cute. My favorite recent addition to the game, I'm sorry, I know we're trying to end stream. My favorite recent addition to the game is, so you can store animals on your head. If you're holding an animal around, there is a dedicated wiggle animal button, which is great. And you can store them on your head. So you just like place them on top of your head so that you can do other things with your hands, or you can ride a mount or whatever. So most of the time, if you put a cat on your head, he just kind of goes sploot and its limbs dangle off different sides of your head, which is super fucking cute. But my favorite is I've been going around with a crow on my head. And the crows, if you put them on your head, they automatically go full wing spread and they never tuck their wings in. And recently I discovered...
Can you jump off something and sort of fly with them? Like
recently,
in Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, recently I discovered that they patched in a mod, or they made a change to the base game, that when you jump off of a high thing while you have a crow on your head with the wings out, you straight up glide. I lost my fucking mind when I found that out. I was like, that is so cool! Anyway, it's cute. It's cute and it's great. And I might do a comfy stream of that sometime again soon. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are gonna dip for now because it is hunger hours.
We gotta go snarf some snacks.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, Gwen.
Thank you for having me. It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
If you guys want more Stardew Valley, let us know. We will have, theoretically, less technical issues next time. But we like this game, and we like each other, and we like you guys, so we'll be back. Everyone, if you have meds you need to take your meds. If you need to eat and you haven't eaten, take food into your body. Drink some water, and thanks for tuning in, and we love you.
Yeah. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.